Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and welcome to your love reading for the month of July of 2025. Thank you so much for your love and your support, my dear patrons. And these readings are for our patrons, but they are released to the public on the 20th of the month. So I hope you're all doing well. And I hope I can give you some clarity, dear Aries, as to what's going on moving forward in the month of July, which is mainly Cancer season until we enter the Leo season. So we've got some wonderful things happening, astrologically speaking. We've got retrogrades, first of all. But it's not only that. Mercury is also going to be retrograding in Leo. Retrogrades mean we've got opportunities to catch up, to integrate the changes that have taken place, or reevaluate and re-look at situations. So that will be flowing for you and easy, as Leo is a sister fire sign. But also, if you're early born, dear Aries, you've got planets there at the first degrees. You've got Neptune and Saturn that are on you now and will be for the next few months until come September roughly. So everything's changing. I mean, the outer planets are in good flow, which could help you as well, surely, because Uranus is also leaving Taurus and entering Gemini. So lots of big changes, especially if you're early born and you're Aries rising especially. Let's see what's going on. Dear Archangels, thank you for your guidance. What is the Karma Dharma for Aries? Aries. And today's the 4th of July when I'm doing this. Happy Independence Day to the US. What's going on for Aries? We've got detach and we've got Libra. Libra is justice. It's litigation, it's breakups, it's a sense of freedom. It could be freedom within an existing relationship. But nevertheless, number 11, of course, is a portal that opens. There are opportunities for you. Jupiter now is transiting through Cancer. He's very strong there and sort of giving you sort of a nudge to change things up around your home, your personal life and matters relating to the past. So there's a detach going on. There's a sense of freedom going on. Let's see what a Mirror's Love Oracle has. First of all, we're using Mirror's Love Oracle this month. The Twin Flame Journey Tarot, Mystic Moon Oracles into the psyche and the emotion. We're taking love messages from Twin Flame messages from Mystic Moon at the end of the reading, and we're using the Golden Art Nouveau for more clarity, some Sibilas, and the wisdom of the Oracle as advice. So what's going on for Aries? Do check out your other placements as well. Wow, this card jump, I need to take it. We've got travel, and we see a bird here, and birds are travelers as well. Wow, okay. Past life connection. So you may be dealing with a foreigner, obviously, if travel could be involved in this month, or this could be a timeless reading as well, if you, for whenever you get to view the message. Wow, we've got a union here. And we've got a past love that could be returning. Could be at a distance, of course. What's blocking? We've got past life and past love and a heartbreak here, but we see this could be a potential union with a character such as that, a relationship such as that, unless this is a commitment that's blocking a past life connection where there's been heartbreak, obviously. So there's a past love here. We see a cracking open of the heart and a healing One more card. And we've got True Gem. True Gem. Trust your intuition. This is Amethyst. And Amethyst is very intuitive. You could be dealing, or you could be someone who deals with crystals, with precious stones. You may work with precious stones, or this is a true gem. This is truth. True gem, what you see is what you get. So a lot of truth's being revealed. Trust your intuition as well. We've got a nice king here. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Leo, could be any sign, of course. If this is not someone that you're in union with, this could be an advisor. There are double and triple messages within each card. The Ice King doesn't show emotion, even though you see the Lion, which would be the desire, the passion, the action, and the leadership. We see a very cold, white. Well, the white lions, they're very they're quite rare, aren't they? So this could be someone that's someone that doesn't act as they normally would do, or someone that's holding back from where their desires and their wants and their needs are concerned, like toning down the passion. You can see he's wearing a suit of armor. I do get very strong Aquarius, but Aquarius and Leo, they're on the same axis, and they're in good aspect. You know, fire and air, they're in good aspect to you. So what's he sitting on? Obstacles. So yeah, the obstacle could be a union. If this is someone that's very cold, we see, but they're quite mature in age. He's got silver hair. So someone who's experienced, right? Emperor style, let's say. Let's get more cards and see the Aries. This could be anyone in your life. This could be a father figure that does not like a connection that you're making with someone, for instance. Just saying. You know, the true gem is, I feel that because the Ice King would be someone that's very truthful, and that could be, you know, the truth sometimes could be very valuable, could be of great value. Even though it could be quite cutting as well. Let's see what the tarot says for Aries. Aries in the month of July. Let's see, there's going to be a new moon in Leo in the second part of July, which if you're an early born Aries, that will also be very helpful for you. Let's see what's going on in the now. Eight of Pentacles, work in progress. Something is being worked on. We do have Virgo here. Challenge is the Two of Cups, divine partnership. And this would be a soulmate connection. It could be connected to work. Crowning you is the Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, third parties. You're coming from a scarcity mindset, the Four of Pentacles, someone that holds on or holds back on what their heart really wants. Four of Pentacles is someone that protects their heart chakra, right? Or someone that doesn't feel valued, someone that's not open emotionally. I would say here what's coming through for me is you may be dealing with someone that has got strong earth in their chart, someone that works a lot, but work in progress. And Eight of Pentacles, of course, can speak to someone ready to put in the work, but work in progress means that the physical aspects, the duty, the action, the reality of a relationship could be that's been worked through. And what I mean by that, let me put it to you in a clearer way. You could be dealing with someone that is slow that is slow but sure. They know because they've strategized their plan, how their work of art is going to be. They've had that creative vision. They're working on this, but it's slow, but it is in progress. So acts of love could be through physical actions and duty and service. So Aries, you're different. You're fiery. You want quick action. You want people to jump in. You jump in quickly. If you're dealing with someone that has got water or earth, of course water is flowing, of course, and the Two of Cups is in the challenge position, so there's no flow. It's very slow. There's no emotional openness here. Someone is protecting their heart, but they're working on it. And your view or your perception is that you're disappointed that it's not moving, but work is in progress, it says here. Let's see, recent past. Knight of Pentacles, this is exactly what I was talking about. Steady progress, but very slow. Possible outcome is the World card, cycle completion. And what is that completion about? And we've got the Lovers, twin flame connection. Incredible. Ace of Wands, spark. You are all about the spark. Two of Swords, stalemate and indecision. Yes, this is what you could be. You're hoping for a decision. You're hoping that someone will choose you. You're hoping that, because you could be someone's second choice, let's say. Beneath that is the Chariot, charging ahead, which is what's changing for you. As I said, more so in your personal life, in your important fourth house, let's say, for you, especially if you're an Aries rising. Fourth house is your family life, it's your personal life, and that's where you're charging ahead. But some of you are going through a detaching. This could be a change of home. You're ready to move out. You're ready to move on. Some of you may be leaving, because even the travel means change, right? Movement. Moving away from a union, moving away from a commitment, possibly going through a breakup. I don't know. There are obstacles here. Open relationships, see? So, open to other relationships. And we've even got the twin flame connection here, the Lovers, which is a head of a heart decision. This is Gemini. This is where Uranus leaving Taurus is entering Gemini. This will be an awakening. This will be a detach. This will be a breakthrough. If you haven't been able to break through, to break out and break away, because Three of Swords can speak to third parties. We've got Two of Swords, stalemate and indecision. Someone is going back and forth, right? Remember, if you're dealing with a Virgo, I'm saying, we've got two Virgo cards here. They're all about the details. You could be dealing with an earth sign, generally speaking, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But the World card says that a completion of a cycle comes to an end. We've got two major arcana here. This is huge. The outcome is huge. And there is change. You're being pushed forward. There was a new moon in Cancer in your fourth house, right? Big changes to your trajectory, to your social standing. There's going to be a full moon in Capricorn, which is your 10th house, especially if you're a Aries rising. Beneath that is the Ace of Swords, breakthrough and awareness. Yep, lots of that coming in. Lots of that coming in. And because of the past love, see the heart, it's breaking through, it's going through a stage of healing. So even a past life with a karmic past life. And when I say past life, it could have been the past 10 years of your life, let's say. It doesn't have to be from a past lifetime. But as I said, there are many layers. Okay, so there are choices here. A cycle completes. This is the fool's journey coming to an end. This is an accomplishment. This is a past life completion. The cycle now coming to an end as the twin flame connection shows up for you. Yeah? Let's take some advice and see what's going on, dear Aries. Very, very important cycle ahead of us. Cycles, astrological cycles, big changes. What is the advice for Aries, play spirit? I think I'm going to take it like this. Deep knowing. 43, which equals a 7, again, is the Chariot. Deep knowing. Hello, Gaia. Number 43. Deep knowing. That's lots of intuition. 43. There is 43, and it was in the upright. So there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly out of the blue you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey. So pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. Wow, what a beautiful message that is. Let's look at your emotional potential in the month of July, or whenever you view this message, and we'll take more cards, of course. Trust your intuition. Some of you are spiritually awake already. Some of you are, you've gone through your spiritual awakening already. You've got a deep, deep knowing. You need to trust that. And of course, this could be, twin flames could be a past life union, right? You could have been married to this person that's about to enter. It did say either they've just entered or they're about to enter. And because we've got retrogrades, whoever enters now, even if it's not someone that you did deal with, they will feel very familiar. Let's see. Mask. Contemplation. Vibrations. Fears. Surrender. Surrender, detach, release. We've got very strong Pisces energies here. Reinvention. There's the re prefix again. And you know, this could also be a secret admirer, someone that's wanting to enter your life, someone that could be waiting for you to go through some sort of a completion point, because the Two of Cups, the divine partnership, you've got Two of Cups and you've got the Lovers. It's in the challenge position. So maybe some of you are leaving a soulmate for a twin flame, or a meeting is in the challenge position because a completion needs to happen before your divine counterpart or this connection, this meeting can happen. And you may also be at a physical distance. Crossroads, so choices but opportune moments. And the fifth dimension, that's a twin flame connection for me as well. The fifth dimension, you've been dreaming about this. It feels like the divine masculine is still unawakened, so maybe they need a little bit more time their female side, their yin side, is starting to speak to them, and they're starting to understand that they need to surrender and go with the flow. Possibly also take off that mask that they've been wearing, or take off those rose-colored glasses if they were trying not to see the truth, not to understand what the reality is. And the crossroads also, to me, yes, speak to, multiple relationships, but also the path that's opening and a physical distance as well. The answer is yes, nostalgia. So there will be memory, remembrance. Someone is entering your life or has entered your life, obviously, which feels familiar. As I said, work is in progress. Spirit is at work for you. And some of you may have been feeling unloved and no one's going to love me. And possibly for some of you, you have had choices. You've had choices. You've connected with various soulmates, but this is the lovers, and this is a twin flame connection. I feel it's even more important at this time. And the fifth dimension, of course, is where you dream of them, where they dream of you, so on and so forth. Let's take the Golden Art Nouveau and see. Now, work is very important relative to this connection as well. You could be traveling for work, let's say, and you meet them whilst on travel. Remember, the eye is the mirror to the soul. I don't know if, because we've got the Sphinx here, the area of Egypt, or wherever else in the world there are sphinxes. That could also be another important place that some of you may be visiting. So it's like you're energetically pulled to a particular direction. Let's see what the work is in progress. What's that about? We've got justice again. Libra, which of course Aries for you, this is your house of others. So possibly some of you are in the process karmically of closing up a major life cycle. And of course the world again speaks to foreigners and foreign places. There's your energy. You are the Queen of Wands, magnetic, attractive. Some of you have thrown yourself into work. You may still have some karma that you're needing to release from a past connection that could be still in your energy. Why do I have the Two of Cups? The Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, theft, sneakiness, trickery. Why do we have the Seven of Swords on the Two of Cups? Some of you may be leaving a soulmate connection because of trickery, going through possible separation. Yeah, this could have been a marriage with a soulmate. But the challenge is to have second chances. The challenge is to also, if you're connecting with someone that still has another commitment, could be they're going through separation and divorce with a soulmate. I don't know. And for some of you, this could be someone that doesn't want commitment. They want the connection, but they don't want commitment, or they're not ready for commitment. Maybe they've been hurt from a past commitment, so on and so forth. So maybe trust Trust could be a bit of an issue for them. Let's see. Some of you are also secretly going to meet up with a person, and people around you are not going to know about this. There's a hush-hush. There's a reason why you should keep your information secret. Let's see what the Four of Pentacles is. And you know, with the Seven of Swords, this could also be someone that's sneaking back into your life when you least expect it. What is the scarcity mindset? We've got a King of Swords here. Someone felt unloved, undervalued, because King of Swords would be someone quite cold, quite aloof, and we've got the Ice King here. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And okay, where love is concerned, you were in a scarcity mindset. What we trust, what we believe, what we think about ourselves is what we receive. So if we're feeling that we're not good enough, then that is vibrating to the others, and therefore it's, you know, love and openness is not showing up for you. And Temperance is also saying that there's a time and a place for everything. I mean, there's an alchemy going on. Someone needed to go through healing. King of Swords could be very, very cutting with their words, very cold, very aloof, not showing emotion and emotional attachment or openness. Therefore, we've got the scarcity mindset and the Four of Pentacles. Someone that didn't know this is the way they grew, they were raised. And that they are the beliefs that they held, which would be someone that needs to go through some healing. And that's what Temperance is saying. If you've been connected to someone in the past, if this is not an ex, let's say, they haven't shown openness for you. It wasn't something that they grew to believe. So, because what I get here is someone now showing up for you. Someone needed their time. They held on to their desires. They were raised as to be careful, unless there was someone who had been hurt in the past. We see the fear, we see the contemplation, someone that thinks a lot, and that they possibly needed their time. So this could be someone that's returning, someone that didn't give you the love that you deserved, didn't give you what you hoped for. So what we've got here, of course, we've got a Queen of Wands and a King of Swords, where you're the open, inspired to show your passion, your desire, you don't hold back, so on and so forth. And then you've been dealing with someone that was very cold, very opposing to who you are naturally. So this could be an ex or someone that did not show you how they truly felt. They needed time. So there could be a return, yes. For others of you, this is another connection, a union that's sort of holding back on a twin flame, because detach is what the message is, and you've got a deep knowing that someone is coming in. Maybe they've come in already. The Knight of Pentacles, remember what I said, process is at work. There's work in process. I mixed up my words now. Work is in progress, so they're working on it, but they're taking their sweet old time. Yeah, because it may be someone that's been hurt in the past. That's why they need to be certain. Or this is you thinking that because they're not showing up or they're taking their sweet old time, that it's not going to work out. But the Two of Cups are standing. There's the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, Virgo comes through very strongly. Pisces as well. What's the heartbreak Five of Wands. Yeah, see, this is arguments of a lack of openness. Yeah, you've got the Four of Pentacles there and the Four of Pentacles here. And someone needing to be very patient, and Leo comes through as well. But remember what I said, the Ice King has got Leo Aquarius here, and the lion is white in color. It's like he's very cold, you know, comes from a very a country that's really up north, cold as ice, right? Whereas you're more about the fire, the desire, and there's been a disagreement there. So I don't know if this is an ex or this is someone that's wanting to enter your life, and you know, because there's a sexual connotation here. Some of you could have been dealing with I don't know, an Aquarius or a Leo that where you've had arguments, so on and so forth. Possible infidelity I get here as well. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. This is someone like having cold feet about moving forward with an offer of love because they fear that they will be hurt. What is the outcome? Page of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Wands. Wow. Now, King of Wands and King of Cups. This could be Scorpio. We've got Earth here as well. So I don't know if this is Taurus, Scorpio, or this is Leo, Aquarius. But we do have a king here. We've got a past king. We've got a couple of knights. Knights can speak to the action as well. So what you're thinking that nothing's going to work out, and then we've got a Knight of Cups here, and then we've got someone meeting you on the same level. You're the Queen of Wands. We've got a King of Wands, which could be a Scorpio or another fire sign. Leo, Aries comes through very strongly here. Someone that's quite successful. They know their business. They want to succeed. They want to win you over. They want to travel. They want to come and meet up with you. We've got Page of Wands, excitement, curiosity, travel. We've got the Six of Wands. He's on a horse. This is someone that's made it in business. They're successful there. But this is also someone that's coming through as, I'm going to chase, I'm going to take the action, right? Because they're driven by fire. And the twin flame connection. Of course, we've also got Gemini here. As Uranus is going to enter Gemini, you may be hearing from someone from the past. Multiple people. I'm not going to cross that out. It may not be just one person, but also, as I said, Uranus leaving Taurus is like breakthrough, detaching, breaking out. We've got detach here at number 11. It's a portal that opens with opportunities. And there's the World card again. So, wow, we see Venus in the womb, ready to be birthed. Let's take 3 Sibilas for you, dear Aries, and see what is going on. This could be someone that's they mine for diamonds, for instance. You know, precious stones. This could be an entrepreneur. Who is this King of Wands? This could be someone that is seriously overcoming their fears, or they're ready to take a risk. I feel you've got a couple of potentials here. What's going on for Aries? Ooh, we've got, this is like the Emperor, like the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, the Gran Signore. And it's a 13, which brings up Scorpio as well. We've got falsità, falsehood, or disbelief. I'm going to say possibly also jealousy. And we've got the Vedovo, solitude. Wow, okay, this could be someone that's a widower. Someone who's more business orientated, but they're this is a loner, not someone maybe someone successful in work, but not someone that has got a lot of real friends, or someone that opens up emotionally easily, because it's a sign of weakness, I would say. We've got the Two of Cups on the Casa, Two of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords, which is dispiacere, tears of joy or tears of sadness. And we've got the La Matrice, which is the female lover, sweetheart. She's the Queen of Wands. So I guess this could be someone that's being left behind as the Gran Signore enters here. And you may have, if this is someone that you already know, you know they're going to return, because we see they're back to back, you see. They're back to back, but also she's facing the Vedovo. So there's something to do with a heartbreak. It could be, if it's not a widower or not someone that's gone through separation or divorce, this could be someone that also felt this heartbreak. That's what they've come to. They've come to a realization. Maybe you broke up. Maybe they were not ready for you. Maybe there are so many maybes. But what I see here is with the La Matrice, she holds something very valuable in her hand. She's the female sweetheart. And she's got an Ace of Pentacles, the advantageous matrimony. Could be with a soulmate, could be a twin flame. And yes, she could be a mother already. It's the Six of Cups, so it's the nostalgia. But it's also the Ace of Pentacles and the safe. The safe has got a lot of finances, valuables in it, let's say. So whether it's an emotional abundance, it could be also a physical abundant connection, possible commitment, long-term relationship, because it speaks to an advantageous matrimony. So wow, there could also be a gift that you're given, right? Could be a physical gift. And there's deliriousness here. Someone is delirious about being detached, about being free. They've got support from their friends. They go out and drink. They sometimes even do silly things. I don't know if this is you or this is the person you're connecting with. Wow. Okay. The delirious card for me is like shocking factors, things that will happen out of the blue, unexpectedly. Let's get into the head of the person you're hoping to manifest. You know what? If you're connecting with someone spiritually, obviously, twin flame and soulmate, they are spiritual connections. On the Two of Cups is the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant. Someone needed to do their research. Maybe your beliefs clashed, and that was a no deal. That was a deal breaker, let's say. Someone needed to do their own research, let's say. They needed to understand, because we see a divine masculine in a lot of contemplation here. But they're driven by fear, and they've needed to go through a surrender as they've seen things from a different perspective. And there's reinvention here. But they're at a crossroads, or they're at a physical distance. Let's see what they're thinking and how they feel. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. I'm in a much better headspace now. I'm not the same person that you remember. I'm finally seeing the consequences of my actions. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. And something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Maybe we're just too different. This could be another relationship. I don't know. I was just talking about your beliefs. Maybe there was that's a deal breaker for some of you. Maybe we're just too different. So we see dilemmas and choices here. Anyway, dear Aries, I think we'll leave it there. I hope that this resonated. Even if you got 1 or 2 personal messages from this, then that's a bonus. Remember, this is a general reading. What I do know, astrologically speaking, very important time indeed for you with Saturn and Neptune. The Neptune will be transiting your sign for the next 14 years, Saturn for the next 2.5, 3 years. So you are going through a maturing process, surely. And you're going through great change, but there will be very important, very, very important opportunities for you for change. Saturn is going to mature you, and Neptune is going to make you more creative, more the visionary. You also will have the opportunity to also start to dream, start to build on a particular dream, and you won't be the dreamer anymore. You're going to be seeing things from a much maturer perspective. But you'll also know what work you need to do so that you could build on a particular dream. Also, any obstacles for you where magic is concerned, Saturn will take care of that. I should say any boundaries, Neptune will dissolve. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Love and light. I will be back. Thank you so much, Aries. And I'm wishing you all the best.